Jai Guruji, Jai Guruji Satsangs ji. It's been an honor to be sharing Guru Sahib Satsangs, Guru Sahib stories, as he used to say. And uh, Sangaji, I would like to continue it further. Uh, now, Guru Sahib had blessed us with a Swaroop, so we didn't get it directly from Guru Sahib's hand or from Empire Estate. Yes, from Empire State, we had got those small pocket Swaroops with a clip on, and but we wanted, to have a bigger Swaroop so that we could keep it in our mandir. So maybe probably this size or a bit bigger than this, but not that pocket Swaroop. So the auntie through which whom we went to Guruji, or Guruji called us upon, she had a swaroop in her mandir, so we got it copied, and that swaroop was there in our house. And Sangaji, over a period of time, we realized that there was a shivling which appeared on the forehead of Guru Sahib Swaroop. And, we didn't have the realization that his Swaroop in itself is Guru Sahib. And we never used to call it even Swaroop, we used to call it his photo. So, as time progressed, a realization dawned that it is he himself. And yesterday only there was a satsang at our place, at my mother's place, and one sangat was sharing her satsang, and she said that again one of the sangat uh, said that Guruji told them that I would come to your house on 15th August. And it was 13th August, it was 14th August, and Guruji didn't say anything. So now even the uncle didn't have the courage, to just go up to Guruji and ask him, Ki, Guruji, you have to come tomorrow, so you haven't said anything. And the moment it ticked 12 in Empire State, Guruji just called upon that uncle and he gave him his Swaroop. And the moment uncle reached his home, the time auntie opened the door, Guruji's fragrance was there. So the realization dawned upon them also as well that Guruji is here, and as he promised on 15th August, I would be at your house, and he was there. So through his Swaroop, he was there. So it is not only a photo, it is Guru Sahib himself. And one more thing related to it was now the Swaroop, Amrit Varsha, Guru Sahib's fragrance, they all are same, they all are full of blessings, and they are all full of his nadar. And I do remember that a few years back, maybe a decade back, uh, I was there at one Sangat's place. So, we were sitting in their drawing room and we were sharing our satsangs. And, now it was time for me to leave. So, the moment I was leaving, the auntie whose house I was there in, she just said, Gunjan uncle, just come inside and have a look. And she took me inside, and there what I saw was the very first time I saw that. I had heard about it quite a number of times, but I have never seen it. And there was Amrit Varsha all over, on all the walls, uh, near all the Swaroops, in all the Swaroops in that room, even up to the point that all the tables which were there in front of their TV, or whichever tables were there, they were full of Guru Sahib's Amrit. The walls had, the Amrit was being, Amrit is basically an ambrosial nectar. It can be in form of water, it can be in form of shahid, it's bees honey. So it can be in form of honey, it can be in form of ashes, bhasm. So it can be in varied forms, but here it was in form of, it was watery fluid. So it was all over the place, and it was starting from the top of literally the roof. It started from the roof on the walls, and the beauty of it was it didn't touch the ground. It was just merging inside the wall, just above the ground. So this was something which I had never seen, never witnessed. Uh, yes, never it was something which I had yearned for. But when you listen to satsangs and when you hear such things, then somewhere down the line, there is a there's a desire that I haven't witnessed, this thing, or maybe this is not something which Guru Sahib wants to show me, so that's okay. But then when that day I saw it, and it was so mesmerizing, it was so beautiful. Well, again, I didn't have that. Uh, you know, for me, it was more important that what blessing was flowing there is to be just seen and not touched or not to be taken. I respected that their personal space and Guru Saab's blessing as well. But now, in hindsight, I do realize that if I would have taken a bit of it and touched it upon my tongue, it would have been a great blessing. But then, soon after witnessing that Amrit, when I came back home, and then, I what Guru Sahib made me realize was that all the Sarups in our house, not this house, my mother's house, so we were staying there at that time. In that house, each and every Sarup, literally each and every Sarup in each and every room in our temple, each Swaroop had Amrit Varsha in it. And it was there from so many years. On that day, he made me realize that until date, it is there. So now I can say for decades, there have been Amrit in Guru Sahib Swaroop always. Is that possible? I haven't seen it anywhere. And how blessed we are that he has shown us his amrit in his swaroop. So like if this is glass and behind that is the swaroop, so between the glass and the swaroop there is amrit varsha, and you can literally see the amrit flowing there, and even the amrit which has flown previously, the marks of it are there inside the swaroop. So, many a times we are not able to realize Guru Sahib's blessings, but his blessings are always there. And his blessings are such that we may not understand it, we may not realize it, but he keeps on blessing us, and he is too kind. He is too loving, and there are no words to describe his meher and kripa. And Sangaji, again, as it's each one of our desires, again, as we have heard satsangs, that Guru Sahib used to call upon Sangat and tell them that press my feet, press my legs, press my hand, press my shoulder. So, these were some divine blessings which Guru Sahib used to give to certain Sangats. And again, I would say one should not be jealous of such things, and as well as one should not yearn for it. But yes, of course, when we hear such things, there is a deep down desire so, we think that Kash, even we would have been a part of that time where we could have, pressed Maharaj's feet or his legs or his shoulder. Well, we were there, very much there in Empire State, but Guru Sahib never asked us to do that. And in hindsight, again, and now I do realize that it was not required bodily for us, spiritually for and to get cured or healed or blessed was not required. Guru Sahib was blessing us any which way. So, yes, again, as we kept on hearing satsangs, and my mother also used to hear such satsangs, so unke man mein ek khwab aaya, and wanted that She just said that, Guru Sahib, I never got an opportunity to press your feet. And here she was in her dream. She saw that on a first floor level, Guru Sahib was lying down on a khatoli, if you may understand that. It's a small bed, it's made of jute, and Guru Sahib was resting on it. And when she just climbed the stairs and reached the first floor, she saw that I was pressing Guru Sahib's feet and legs. So how fortunate uh, I was, or I am, and Sangaji, but it was her desire. And she just came up to that small bed, and she just starting pressing Guru Sahib's legs. So on one side, I was doing it. On the other side, my mother started doing it. And Maharaj's eyes were closed. So, and as I would like to add that Guru Sahib never sleeps. He never used to sleep. Yes, he had a bedroom, he had a bed, but again, most of the time he even never sat or slept on the bed. It was always on the floor. And if ever he used to lie down, if ever his eyes were closed, he was not in sleep, but he was in meditation or he was in his trance. And many a times in such situation, he used to, go somewhere else, being there in body, but yet he was not there and gone somewhere else. Yet people have their experiences where Guru Sahib in bodily form was sitting in Empire State, was in United States, and was at Jalandhar as well. So, people have umpteen number of examples and satsangs related to it. And here in the particular case where my mother had a dream, again, as Guru Sahib has said, whenever you see a dream of Guru Sahib, it is not a dream. It is Guru Sahib himself who is there at that time to bless us. So his darshans are no ordinary darshans, it's his blessings. So Sangaji, this time around, when my mother started pressing Guru Sahib's feet, Guru Sahib just said, in Punjabi, as he used to speak, he does speak now also. So, and never use past tense for him, as he has said. He came in our Sangat's dream and he said, "Why do you use, past tense for me? I'm here. I'm very much here, and I'm not gone." So, Sangat Guru Sahib said, "Eh, holi holi kaun pair daba raha hai?" So, Guruji said that, "Who's pressing my feet with such light hands?" So, my mother realized that without Guru Sahib's agya, no one can touch him or no one can press his feet. So, but yet Guru Sahib was so kind that, yes, his eyes were closed, but yet he knew that one of his uh, loving disciples is coming and, would be pressing his feet. And yes, she had started pressing his legs. Yet after some time, few moments, he said, "Eh, holi holi kaun da banda pe hai?" And my mother realized her mistake and she just got up and she just ran away from there. She just moved away from there. And it was not easy at that time in his physical form, and yet now again is not easy to touch him, to communicate him, to be in his aura without his marzi, without his hukum, without his meher. And so this, not only this particular case, but each and every satsang sangaji which you get to go is his blessing. Without his kripa, you cannot be in his aura, you cannot go to his satsangs, you cannot sit in his charan sharan, you cannot sit with him in his lotus feet. So the time you are in Bada Mandir or in Empire State or any of his satsangs, it's his calling, it's his blessing. It's not an ordinary feat. Uh, if he would not allow you, you cannot be in his aura. You really cannot sit with him. You cannot meditate on him. You cannot take his name. It's his grace. It's his love. It's his kindness which allows us to do it. And Sangaji, now I would like to share a satsang where Guru Sahib again, he came in my dream. Again, it's a blessing. And the particular date, which I may say so, it was 1st of March 2021. And Sangaji, this time around, Guru Sahib was sitting on his asan in Empire State, and I was there. Uh, now, a very few Sangat was sitting there in his darbar, and one auntie, she just got up and she just started holding the mic, and it seemed that she was going to share her satsang, but somehow things happened in such a way that she just kept the mic and she sat. And now here, just Guru Sahib just looked at me, and he said, "Gunjan, satsang kar." And I was taken aback because I never used to share satsangs, and so what he precisely said was, Gunjan, share your satsangs. Uh, and then the second sentence, what he said is, koshish kar. So that means try it, put an effort in it. And the third thing what the master said was, shastra mein ye hai, shastra mein wo hai, mat kar. And what he said, or what he meant was, what is written in the scriptures, what is written in the holy books, do not delve much into that, because I have and I shall give you such practical experiences in your life, uh, with respect to Guruji, with respect to divinity, with respect to spirituality, that you need not quote unquote things from scriptures, because my satsangs themselves are prayers by themselves, they are scriptures by themselves, they are what has been written in Bible, what has been written in Quran, what has been written in Quran, what has been written in Gita, what has been written in Ramayana. It is actually what is happening in your life. Practically what you're experiencing is all the divine forces and acting themselves through Guru Sahib. So you need not go and quote, so many things from the scriptures, from Gurbani itself. So, such high teachings, such powerful aura of Guru Sahib, and such powerful vibrations of Guru Sahib, I feel at times while sharing satsangs, that it is so immense. And even I do not understand from where I'm getting those words, from where I'm sharing those satsangs, whose words are those, and whose meher is that, is literally unbelievable. One such example of yesterday itself, when I was sharing satsang at my parents' house. So after this satsang, the prescribed duration of satsang, we were sharing satsangs, and as Maharaj allowed me to share satsang, it was while sharing, the intensity was so much, and I was so much into it that uh, after almost 20-25 minutes, maybe, my daughter just came near me. She touched me, or she was just running around, and she just touched me in such a way that my my connection with Guruji, what I was saying, just stopped. Something like I was unplugged. Someone had taken out the electricity, emotions, or my words out of me, and I was frozen. So, and I couldn't say a word after that. And I got the message that the satsang sharing, which was supposed to be done at that time for that audience, was over. So, without his meher, without his kripa, none can share his satsangs, none can utter a word about him, and none can, let the audience who are listening to that satsang to know anything about Guru Sahib, unless or until he wills or he ordains. So, Sangaji, uh, even from this satsang where Guru Sahib told me to share his satsangs, again a very big blessing, because yes, uh, to very few, Guru Sahib has said to them to share his satsangs. But yes, as a hukum of his, we all know that whatever kripa, meher, or satsangs he blesses us with, we all should share because they are his blessings. And Sangaji, his second farman, if I may say so, his hukum or his vachan to me was koshish kar. Now this koshish kar, or to try to narrate satsang, try. So yes, Guru Sahib used to say that people come here to try me, but here by him saying try it out, or give a try, was a blessing and is a blessing. And I think this message is for each and every sangat as well, to try it, to give it a try of what? Not only to share satsangs, but try to be good, try to be humble, try to have a quality which is called humility. Try to go to Guru Sahib's satsangs. Try to be a good human being. Try to nurture the relationships which Guru Sahib has given us in this human form to us. To try to be truthful in your relationships. Try to be loving, kind, and giving in your relationships. Try and meditate. Try and take God's name. Try and sit in Guru Sahib's presence and try and meditate upon him. Try and talk to Guru Sahib. Try and be kind to environment. Try and be helpful to people. Try not to hurt people. Try not to hurt people's emotions. Try not to steal things. Try not let negativity be upon yourselves. Try not to talk too much on phone. And as Guru Sahib has said, that when you talk on phone, we really do not have many good things to speak about. And then slowly and steadily, people start sharing their problems and or something negative about other people. And the negativity actually gets transferred from them to you on phone. So Guru Sahib says that do not talk on phone, or do not talk too long. uh, so try to be silent. And as Guru Sahib told me once in a satsang, he said, silence is golden. And as Guru Sahib himself has said that, ik chup so sukh, that one silence is uh, equivalent to 100 dose of happiness, if I may crudely convert it into English. And Sangaji, so it is all about trying. So what I understand from hukum of his, yes, of course, it was pertaining to for me to share satsang, because I was never confident in sharing satsang. I was never a public speaker. I was a person, or I still consider myself a person who's introvert. Of late, there were things which had started happening in my life where Sangat had got, so much close to me, or had come in my personal space, if I may say so, that I really got so uncomfortable that I really wanted to go back in my shell and uh, be someone who was an introvert and come back to be what I was and I am, to be an introvert. But this blessing of Guru Sahib for me to be sharing his satsang is huge. And I really do not know how he makes me do it, or how he does it is again his blessing. So trying it. And as Guru Sahib has made us understand over a period of time is for what we have come on this earth upon, why he has sent us, why he has chosen these souls to be here on this earth. Well, the particular reason is because he wants us to improve. He wants us to modify ourselves to be actually be uh, who Guru Sahib is, who Nirankar is, who the Jyot he has placed inside us, in our soul. So he wants us to purify. So each time we go to satsangs, he purifies us. But as he said, that every time you come to me, I purify you. But you go outside, you go in the world, again you get dirty in your mind, in your soul, in your heart. Again you come up to me, again I cleanse you. The same process keeps on repeating. So try and clean yourself, and then come to me and see the nazare, see how wondrous things start happening in your life. So Sangaji, I would further continue the satsang, and it was on now, this satsang would be how he allowed me, or it was his hukum for me to start sharing satsangs online. So, there was a request from one of the online platforms, and that auntie called me. And I was not ready for it. Actually, my mother was requested, but my mother was not ready. So she said, I would not be able to do it. Then she requested me. I said, I cannot do it. And both of us were so reluctant. And because we had heard and we knew, and Guru Sahib said that he never wants to be in media. So for us to be in media for Guru Sahib or for sharing his satsang was something alien to us. And it was something which we considered not right. It was not in Guru Sahib's hukum. But then just listen to Sangat ji, what happened. That night, in my dream, I heard certain figures. So Guru Sahib said 01062005. Now, who can resolve this riddle? Or who can solve this numeric equation? Or who can understand what numerals these are? But imagine such digits. When I woke up, I literally remembered it in the same sequence which it was. And Sangaji, so what that actually meant, which he made me decipher, was 01 was the date, 06 was the month, 20 was the year. So it was 1st of June 2020, mid of COVID. 05 meant that for 5 minutes I have to share my satsang. So, how he communicates with you, how he lets you know, and every individual soul, whatever doubt you have, he has ways and means to communicate with you. He would let you know. There would be no ambiguity. It would be absolutely crystal clear. When messages come from Guru Sahib himself, it will be crystal clear. And if you are not able to understand, and if you are not able to comprehend what he has said, or you are in a state of confusion, then maybe Guru Sahib wants you to be in that state, but he wants you to come up with solutions, because he he wants you to be independent at the end of the day. Sangaji, please do remember that. And that's why it is so important to hear to satsangs, to hear to Guru Sahib's vadiyai, because through those satsangs you get your answers. So that was the very first time when he made me share his satsang. So I shared it for 5 minutes, and the rest of the time, for 20-25 odd minutes, my mother shared her satsang. So this is how Guruji, hukum came for us to share his satsangs online. And then it was 2018 or 19, somewhere, again, previous to that. So, there were regular satsangs at our place, which I had shared that 2014 onwards, Maharaj Bakshod with his satsangs. So at my parents' place, every month, satsangs used to be there. And with Guru Sahib's hukum and agya, every now and then satsangs used to be there, every 10 days or every week, or, small, small gatherings used to tell us He used to show us the Sangat, he used to show us the Langar Prasad, he used to show us his Chola. So everything was and is ordained, and it's with his meher. So, in 1819, there was a Sangat who came up to me and she shared her satsang. She actually shared it in the satsang at our place as well. And in her dream, what she saw was that uh, she was saying that Gunjan uncle will share his satsang. So she shared her satsang in the dream, which Guru Saab showed her. And she had shared her satsang, and then she said, now Gunjan uncle will share his satsang. And she saw it at our place. And, then now this was Guru Saab's hukum. Now I never used to share satsang. So prior to that, every time a mother used to share satsang, and then other sangats used to share satsang, because whoever's house the satsang has been conducted, it's always something that the host, whoever the person's house is, they started by sharing their satsang, and then the rest of the sangat follows. Again, host is also Guru Saab, but then, in worldly ways to put it. So here it was, in 2018 and 19, his farman came, or his hukum came for me to share his satsangs. So, without his divine grace, none can share his satsangs. Sangaji, again, to one Sangat, Guru Saab came in his dream. And, here this Sangat was sharing satsang. And this satsang was on 3rd of June 21. And in that dream, that Sangat was saying, Gunjan uncle Guruji ke favorite satsang share kare. So now I couldn't decipher that Gunjan uncle is Guruji's favorite, or Gunjan uncle will share Guruji's favorite satsangs. So I leave it totally on your interpretation. But for me, Guru Saab, either way is just perfect for me. And even none of the way, if I do not, I'm not able to understand it, it is just perfect for me. Because for me, your blessings are always there, and yes, but your word is gospel truth for me. Your word is too precious for me. But here I would like to just say one thing, Sangaji, that each one of you, each one of us are his favorite. You know why? Because we are souls. We are souls which have been chosen. We are souls who have been picked up by him. We are souls whom he has sent here on this realm, on this earth, to do kindness, to be in love, to help others, and to help ourselves. So when he sends such souls, how can they not be his favorite? So each one of you is are his favorite, chosen, loved, and blessed Sangat. So, Sangatji, be proud of yourself, be confident of yourself, and go in the world and do things what Guru Sahib wants you to do. Just remember that Guru Sahib is there with you 24/7, and he shall always be there with you 24/7, Sangatji. Sangatji, now this was Feb 2021. Uh, Guru Sahib, well, okay, now chronologically, I would just take it in another way, because I have satsang, which, God, it really gets confusing, Sangaji, which satsangs are to be shared and which are not to be shared. My God. Okay. I would start from a satsang which happened, you know, again in 2019. So now Guru Saab started showing me his asan. Now this asan in itself was green in color, and always it was a deep rooted desire. And each of his sangat, we would relate with it that each one of us wants his asan, his darbar to be there in a house, but practically seeing it is not possible for us. But here it was his kripa. So he showed me the Empire State asan in green velvet, in emerald green. Sangaji, the first time he showed me, the moment I saw that in the morning when I got up, and I said Guruji, but then it was in maroon, it wasn't red actually, to be precise. And so can't it be in red? So, again, I got a dream in night, and he showed me the same Empire State Asam, but in emerald green color. Now again, here I said Guruji, but then, the asan you have in Bada Mandir is so gorgeous. It's so beautiful. It is so royal. So, now my mind kept on wavering, and I said, Guruji, can't we have that asan of yours, uh, and in red? And now this time, the third time around, he showed me his Empire State Asan in green, emerald green velvet. So now this was thrice, and now I said, now I'll have it. If I do not obey Guru Saab's orders, because as Guruji says that I tell my disciple three times, and if he doesn't listen, then it is between the disciple and his fate. So, actually, whatever Guru Saab tells you to do is he's altering not only your future, he's not only clearing your way. It is a huge blessing, but he's even tinkling with your ego as well. Whether you toe the line, you follow his hukum, you are in his agya or not. And Sangaji, many a times, not only I, we all fail. And Sangaji, but look at his kindness. Now, the COVID period had set in, and it roughly started in Feb, I suppose, Feb or March of 2020. And now Guru Sahib came in one of Sangat's dream, with whom actually we had already gone, placed an order for this particular Guru Sahib's asan, and along with the side tables. And Sangaji, here it was that COVID had set in, and Guru Sahib came in that Sangat's dream, and Guru Sahib was sitting at our house. Uh, Again, saying our house seems and means so stupid to me now, because it's always Guruji's house. And it's not Guruji's living with us or Guruji's darbar there in our house. It is Guruji's house, and we are living with Guru Sahib. So it's everything is his, and we are just his puppets. So Sangaji, here it was that Guru Sahib was sitting on the asan in his darbar at my parents' house, and uh, there were diyas, mud diyas, mitti ke diye the all around. So small earthen lamps, and they were all lit. They were having oil in them, and so you can call them oil lamps as well. So all around him it was that. So it gave an indication of Diwali. It's a Hindu festival of when the good won over the evil, with respect to Lord Ram and Ravana. And Sangaji, so and here he was again, Guru Sahib, and he was a bit annoyed, and in gusse mein, well, it's very tough to use the word anger with Guru Sahib, yes, but he said that in that tone, and he said, uh, before Diwali. So, a stern message from Guru Sahib. Before Diwali, he came in that Sangat's dream, And he said that, and this message was loud and clear, Sangaji. And again, I take it as a very, very big blessings, because how many Sangat do you hear that Guru Sahib has said a thing to them thrice? First, how many Sangat would be there? Second, look at his kindness, that he went out of the way, he went out of his own words, where he had said that after 3 times I do not say anything to my Sangha. Something such big was there to happen in our lives, in our family, that the Guru you see on your screen, who loves you, each one of us so much, that he broke his own order, came fourth time in now that Sangat's dream. Guru Sahib's hukum came fourth time to us, that this asan has to come before Diwali. And Sangaji, we contacted that shop who was supposed to deliver that asan to us, and now here we just requested him, please, now we cannot wait any longer. But we did understand. He said, we do not have any carpenters. They have all gone. Our shop is closed. How do you, even think that we can deliver that asan to you? What are you saying, or what are you talking? But now it was so crystal clear in our minds that Guru Sahib was angry. And why was he angry? Because something such a major thing was supposed to happen in our lives, and Guru Sahib really wanted to interject, really wanted to bless us, and it was high time. And action was to follow, just to be in his hukum. And Sangaji, then we said, please do it. It is our Guru Sahib's hukum. And if you cannot do it, please do let us know. We need to give this order to someone else, because we have also, now lost patience. Please be kind and do it. He finally agreed. And Sangaji, imagine, just before Diwali, it was 11th of November 2020. Guru Saab's, that royal, beautiful, gorgeous asan came. And the moment they placed it there, the whole darbar was set. Guru Saab's Swaroop was kept there. Just a day before that, Guru Saab came in one of Sangat's dream, and he showed them what Langar Prasad, Kada Prasad, and everything which was to be prepared was shown to that auntie. And she said, I would be sending it on this particular day. So everything was just adding up, and the jigsaw puzzle was getting resolved. And that very particular day, on 11th November 2020, mine and my father's COVID report had come. Both of us were COVID positive. The same day Guru Saab's asan came. The same day in evening, one Sangat who resides here in Vasant Kuch, here itself, he came, Manav uncle, if I may name him. He's a merchant navy captain. So, he was just, we opened the door, bell rang, we just opened the door. The satsang was just about to start. He came up there with Langar Prasad. We even didn't have the time to greet him or to say anything to him, because satsang was just about to start. He just rushed in, went inside the kitchen, kept the Langar Prasad there, came back, and he matha tekod, he bowed, he prostrated in front of Guru Sahib. So just imagine, he was the first one to, prostrate before Guru Sahib on that answer in that darbar. So again, what a huge blessing, which, the asan which Guru Sahib wanted us to get. The very first blessing was there for him, for his divine sangat, for his pure sangat. And so it is not always for you that things are being done. It is at a larger perspective. It's a larger cause. The satsangs were about to happen in that house. We were actually being blessed from 2014 with regular satsangs, but something was about to change, because things as done by Guru Sahib's hukum, they really really change vibrations. Now here again the satsang started, and we I was sitting very much there in Darbar, because how I could not. This was the very first satsang with that, with that arrangement of Guru Sahib's asan and Guru Sahib sitting there by his hukum. And here was a sangat who was COVID free, and was sitting just in that particular darbar. And I didn't had the courage to go up to him and tell him that I'm COVID positive, because I was actually stunned by all these things which were happening there, and the aura of Guru Sahib was so much. The shabads were playing, and I was just mesmerized with everything. And later on, when he went back, we just really conveyed the message to him, and we apologized that we are COVID positive, so please get yourself tested. And again, Guru Sahib's kripa and meher that he was COVID free. So nevertheless, Guru Sahib never let that you know. Feeling set in us that we were at fault. We were, but then again, Guru Sahib's grace that everything went off fine. Now, even the bigger blessing, during that period, Guru Sahib showed that my father was really ill, and there was an ambulance which came downstairs, and my father was supposed was to be taken to the hospital. And at that very moment, two of the doctors from a Sangat Parivar, Dr. Prem, who's heading Safdarjung Hospital and in Delhi, and Dr. Neela, his wife, both of them come in the dream itself. Again, satsang is going, and then they just inquire what is happening, and why is there an ambulance down. So we just tell them that my father is really not well, and he's really sick, and he needs to be hospitalized. So imagine, Sangaji, Guru Sahib sends two of his choicest, most blessed Sangha to our house, to send his blessings. And we have experienced it umpteen number of time that through sangat as well, Guru Sahib sends his blessings. Sangat themselves are Guru Sahib, and here they were, and they said, please do not worry. And uncle said, I would go along with your father in the ambulance to the hospital. So how he takes care, how he sends his sangat himself. And the most beautiful part about this particular case was that he just blessed my father, our family, in dream itself. That day never came when he was supposed to be hospitalized. So we were COVID positive. But at that time, whoever went to hospital never came back, because such was the situation, such was the shortage of oxygen, such was shortage of ventilators, and such was the case that people who went to hospitals, their body never came back. So, Guru Sahib, by not taking my father in ambulance to the hospital, by curing him, by keeping the intensity of COVID low, by keeping our oxygen levels well within permissible limit, by sending two of his choicest, most blessed Sangha to our house to bless us, to bless my father, by giving his hukum, even more than three times, four times, literally scolding us in his fourth hukum. And as the Shabad says, "Kuru chidke ta meetha lage," precisely means, or roughly I would say, means that when a guru scolds you, when the master, when the God Lord scolds you, it's the biggest blessing. He just clears your ways, he heals you, he blesses you, and he just loves you. So Sangaji, what a big blessing that asan of Guru Sahib has been, and what experiences, wonderful experiences he has showered upon us has been wonderful. And Sangaji, again, this was somewhere down in Feb 2021. So here I was in, Srinagar. Srinagar is a place in Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir, so in India. And Sangaji, I was posted there, and in night, what I saw, again, a deep rooted desire, now I shall call it, because we do not know what our desires are by ourselves, but by listening to so many of satsangs, some things, just they creep in to us. And as we were fortunate enough to be in Guru Sahib's Charan Sharan, but the ways of Guru Sahib kept on changing, because in Punjab, in Jalandhar, in Ludhiana, Malerkotla, Dugri, he was someone who could have been approached more easily, in terms of he used to talk to Sangat. You could just go to Guruji throughout the day, because he had not kept any strict timings as per se. And um, and as Guru Sahib says that Punjab's Sangat is more pure. It is there for Guru Sahib, and people from Delhi, being a cosmopolitan city, metro city, more urban city, capital of the country, and people are more materialistic. They actually do not go to Guruji for Guruji, but they go to Guruji for things which they desire for. We people in Delhi are not pure at heart, and we do not have that kind of Shraddha Bhav, or that kind of mindset which we require to have to be in his um, divine fold. But yet, yet Sangaji, Guru Sahib came to Delhi. Guru Sahib came here for us, for each Delhi Sangat. And Guru Sahib came here to give us love, to teach us what love is, and to make us understand that there is far more blessing when you rise above materialism, when you are there for Guruji, and when your desire is just to be with Guruji in his Charan Charan and in his presence. So, I would not say I would call myself proudly to be a Delhiite, but yes, I feel myself to be so blessed that Guru Sahib chose his final days, final years to be in Delhi. He made the Bada Mandir here, the Empire State is here, the GK Mandir is here. So and as Guru Sahib said that no holy power has ever stepped on the soil of Delhi, because it's a cursed land. Yet, the most powerful God, in the most powerful way ever to descend on this earth, chose Delhi to be his abode. So may it be cursed. Now I think Delhi is the most blessed place in this whole wide world, where Guru Sahib's Bada Mandir exists, and where Guru Sahib has said that I have put all of my powers here, and it's got more powers than the combined powers of the 12 Jyotirlingas. So how we cannot feel or feel blessed. Sangaji, so here I was in Srinagar, and Feb of 2021, Guru Sahib came in my dream. And as after hearing to satsangs, I had never got anything from the master's hand himself. in my hand. So, the days were over when he used to distribute Kada Prasad to Sangat with his own hands. And, we never got the opportunity to get things from Maharaj's hand, Kada Prasad, or, dry fruits, or some fruits, or some mithai, sweets. We didn't get that opportunity. But then I think it's just perfectly fine, because the way Master ordained that things happened in that sequence, and it was not required, so our soul didn't get that. But in Feb of 2021, again Master came in my dream, and here it was that I was sitting with Guru Sahib. Of course, Maharaj was on his asan, and he just did like this, and I just opened both of my hands, and he gave me dry fruits in my hand. So, again, being there in Srinagar, where, so many dry fruits are cultivated, and on that land, on that pious land, where, it is Srinagar. So it is something where actually Lord Shiva uh, taught Ma Parvati about Shri Yantra. And so the Shri comes from there, and he actually made that Shri Yantra on Srinagar. So you can actually imagine that how much blessed place that Srinagar is, and how it is so much related with Lord Shiva. And here was Mahashiv in his purest, most divine form, giving me his prasad, his divine nectar, in form of that dry fruit, which actually would, I can call it local stuff from Srinagar, sitting there in, both of my hands. Uh, his blessings have been so much that I really fall short of words. Then in March of 2021, in one of Sangat's dream, a Twinkle Auntie's dream, Guru Sahib came, and we all, these were certain episodes. So, he showed us certain things. So in one of the dreams, Guru Sahib was there in a bus. We all were there in a bus, and we were going somewhere. So, again, we understood that Guru Sahib wanted their family and our family to go together to some place, but we couldn't comprehend the things. Now, here comes one Sangat. Again, so in Twinkle Auntie's dream, again, she sees that we are attending satsang at a place where there is a fireplace, and so supposedly we could understand that it'll be a hill station or somewhere where hills are. But their family and our family was to be there in a satsang. Now, things were adding up. Now, again, in my dream, I see Sangeeta auntie and Suresh uncle. I was there sleeping in a up at our place, at our parents' place. We were staying there at that time. So on the upper floor, I was sleeping in my bedroom, and all of a sudden, I see in my dream that both of them come, and they say that we have bought a house in GK, so please do come. And Sangaji, again, things were really confusing. Now, when I called them, they said that we have not bought a house in GK, but we have actually bought a house, a villa, a bungalow in a hill station, which is named Gandhi Gram, and it is in Kasoli district. So if you, as per your dream, it has G and K in it. So it goes for Gandhigram in Kasoli, so it makes it GK. So, things started getting, the dots kept joining. And here we were, that we did understand that our families were supposed to go to their place, for our blessings. And as we were initiated into Amrit Vela through their house here in Delhi itself, and such beautiful memories we had at that place in Guru Ghar. And Sangaji, now here it was Guru Sahib's hukum for us to be there in the hills. and so we took a bus. We went there. Now, a bus related satsang only, again during COVID period, was shown to Soham, my son, that we were going in a bus, and Guruji was there in the bus. And when and all sorry, now here the children were also there. And what Soham saw was that Guruji said to all of us to come down, and he made all of us stand in a line. And Guruji was there and saying something. So what we could decipher from this dream was that Guruji keeps his flock together. Guruji wants his Sangat to be disciplined. So, as we were made to stand in a line. So, and what he was letting us know, or what he was teaching us, or what he was prescribing to us, are the ways in which he wants us to live, and live in his hukum, and be in his agya. And and again, it was a school bus. So so beautifully he showed that we all are in Guru Saab's divine school. So we all have got admission in his school, and we all are his sangat, and he is here to discipline us, to take care of us, and to love us. So many a things we may think symbolic, but whenever Guruji just touches upon your life in certain ways and means, it just gets so mesmerizing. He is too kind. And Sangaji, so here coming back to this Kasoli dream, so we went there. Again, very blissful. So we used to have satsangs, Amrit Vela satsangs as well. We were there for 4 days. So we used to get up in embroisal hour early morning, and everyone used to get ready, take a shower, sit there. Uh, then we used to have evening satsangs at that place. Such pure, beautiful vibrations. And there was a big, huge lawn in the hills outside their house. And we used to do satsangs there as well, and then sit there and have chai prasad, langar prasad, and share our satsangs. It was just magical. And I have such fond memories with these sangats and these satsangs, and such beautiful satsang sharings, and such high vibrations, taking us to hills. And hills by themselves have got so much of reverence and reference in so many texts, spiritual and scriptures, that these are such places, especially the mountaintops. And it actually was literally a mountaintop where their house is situated, their villa is situated. And these are such pious places where the intensity of godliness is quite high. uh, Seashores, near rivers, uh, uh, in forests, in temples and churches, the vibrations are very high. So that's again his blessing. So Sangaji, Sangaji, again here Guru Saab was there in my dream. Now this time around, we were. It was sort of a hut, if I may say so, but it was a floating hut, and it was on water. So maybe it was a lake, and this floating hut was floating on water. And here, Guru Saab was sitting there on a bed, on a small bed, probably a single seater bed. And it was a very cozy environment. It felt like it was someone's house. And I was sitting down, and it was such a cozy environment. And now I think it must have been Srinagar by itself, because it was all water. It had those mountains vibes, and this floating hut, sitting with Guru Saab. You can just imagine what kahan Guru Saab le gaye, matlab, he creates it. He just lets you be in his aura. He just creates these special places for you. It's just too much to take it even. And here again I was sitting with Guru Saab, and I think probably he was talking to me, or he was saying something to someone else. He was looking somewhere else, talking to some other Sangat. Then all of a sudden, he just looked at me and he just, again, he put his hand towards me. And again, here I was with both my hands. And here this time it was full of ghee. The Kada Prasad just poured out of his hand, and both of my hands, it is sweet. It's a sweet, it's an Indian sweet made of flour and lots of ghee, if I may say so, purified oil, if my crudely put it in words, lots of sugar, lots of, but to get it from Maharaj's hand, such piping hot prasad, both of my hands were full. And here again, it was his divine prasad, which, the timing was chosen by him, the day was chosen by him, the place that, moving hut on water was chosen by him. सो किसका कल्याण कहाँ करना है, कैसे करना है, किस जगह पे करना है. सो ही चोज दैट वाटर प्लेस, ही चोज दैट हट, he chose that cozy environment in hills. He chose to bless me with his embroisal kada prasad, and he just chose to bless me on that day at that very moment. So Sangat ji, Guru Saab has been too kind. Uh, I have uh, one more satsang in April in Raipur, but I think I would not share that satsang. He made me share this much also is his kindness, because that satsang is so close to my heart, and it is so deep and profound that I think for me to share that satsang would be too much for my soul to bear. And that's such a blessing uh, which now in hindsight, if I can, if I may say so, that certain such moments which he blessed me there in Raipur, in that hotel room in Hayat, uh, were such moments that if it would have been even my last breath, uh, I would had accepted it with my full heart and soul, and I would have considered it to be his biggest kindness, because such was his divine grace and such were his blessings in certain moments on certain days there in that hotel room, that uh, I feel too small even to share those blessings with you, Sangatji, and which is, I can just say that he has been too kind to me, and too kind with me, and uh, what darshans he gave me, and what blessings he handed over to me are so intense and so beautiful that uh, it's actually unheard of, and it's too close to my heart. So Sangachi, I would just like to end on this beautiful note of his blessings, and I shall continue in the next episode of Maharaj, where I shall be sharing so many of his other blessings which he has blessed me with. And but I hope, and I'm extremely sorry, Sangaji, that there are certain blessings of Guruji which maybe my soul is not ready to share it at this moment. Maybe somewhere down the line in future, if Guru Sahib ordains, or he tells me to share, or it has to be shared, then the master's order shall be followed. But uh, I hope and I wish and I pray to Guru Sahib that each of his Sangha does really experience, such divine grace in their lives and lifetimes or lifetimes to come. And I would just thank Guru Sahib with folded hands and with gratitude and deep down my heart and souls. Guru Sahib, thank you for being so kind, for being so generous, for being so loving to a soul who has been doing so many wrongs and doesn't have a pure heart or soul and a mind to have in this body. But your love and your kindness has been too much to even handle. So thank you so much. Jai Guruji. Jai Guruji Sangat ji.